We've got a top 15 matchup here with plenty of intrigue because it's the SEC versus the Big 12. Two conferences with a long history of animosity match up once again. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Kernstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Seminoles will kick this away to start us off. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
He brings him down. It's a big play all the way to the 43.
Man, they got exactly the right coverage early in this game that they were looking for. They found the matchup, and they hit a big one early.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To throw, it's Sanders. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back to throw again. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. Now here's the toss play. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Oh, he fought hard there. Broke the tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 3rd and short. Looks right for a quick completion. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is.
Of course, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. This is such a tough place for visitors to play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They lose 3 in that place, and now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they've got him.
Great response by this offense after losing all those yards. Now they got a chance here on 3rd down. You run the football, find a lane, pick up a good chunk. Now they have a chance here on this 3rd and medium.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down. They're going to throw the football. A deep shot to the left side. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warwick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
First down, looking to throw the ball. physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. They bring him down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there. And the Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now for the 25. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Scanning the field. It's Sanders. Looking for the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Schmidt. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker. And a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Quick throw to the right, looking for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Turns it loose downfield. It's a bullet, but incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Makes the grab way downfield. They're just outside the red zone now. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Stopped right there, and it's first and goal at the 5.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Receiver in motion now. First and goal, handoff. He busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Knowles. He just sprints into the end zone. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sanders. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. On the move now. He's got it in the open. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Just what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught by the receiver. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's running out of time here. Picked off. What a play. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position, down to the 24.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. First down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Noles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. On a pass rush, gets home. And the Noles come up to the line to crank the tempo here.
Well, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense.
And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Keeping it on the ground here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Handoff from the shotgun and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's 3rd down and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to throw. It's Sanders. Quick throw over the middle. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Schmidt. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Now, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, dangerous after the catch as well.
This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Sanders. Quick dart to the right. He's got it right near the end zone. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? And the wideout goes in motion. First and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
And the point after is right down the middle. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He lets it rip. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Massive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Wideout's now clustered. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Makes a quick catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And the pass is complete to the tight end. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The Seminoles will look to convert here on 4th down. Here's the option play. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the Seminoles will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Motion now from the tight end. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense wraps him up. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, shout out to this defense. What a play. Great job of getting penetration. Hey, they're backed up near the goal line. Does not prevent them from sniffing out that trickery of the jet sweep. Good job of picking that one up.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. A chance for just a couple more plays. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. They bring him down. A chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Now rolling out to his left. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Looking right, this one caught. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. The receiver grabs it, and they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. The Noles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And they heave it deep downfield. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. throw for the first down. Extending the play now. In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Knowles will line up on 1st and 10. Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pass caught. Touchdown, Seminoles. And that will give them the lead now. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. The Texas offense comes back out on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Sanders. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. It's 3rd down. The quarterback in the shotgun. Makes a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with a 1st down. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Takes a shot at the end zone. Tremendous protection. There's bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him, but it's a first down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
It's a good positive game by the offense, and it's enough for the first down. They're already looking to get up to the line of scrimmage. You get this play called to go some up-tempo. The defense has got to be alert of this and get their call and get ready to play.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Shotgun formation. There's an inside handoff. And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking for his big tight end. Worked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking to throw. It's Sanders. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns. There was no catching him that time.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this position. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. First down, looking to throw the football. To dart to the left side. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
The Noles have 1st and 10 here.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
He escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver makes the grab. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And notice how the balance of this passing game's been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the move now. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Noles. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are 2 different things.
Knocks through the extra point. We are dead even here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. To throw, it's Sanders. It's a short completion to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
That completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I really love what they're doing with this plan today. Moving this wide receiver around, not allowing the defense to lock in on him, and he has had a big day today. Keep throwing him the rock.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks to the left. Pass caught. He's in the clear. That's the 20. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Here comes a throw from the red zone. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense was hoping to stop the bleeding, and they do so with that sack.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They jump on top now here in the 4th. Here's the point after attempt. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The tight end has got it. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball to 31. First down here for this offense.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Trying to create here on the move. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
Looking to chuck it again. Grab made by the tight end. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Wants to throw it. He's got it, looking for the end zone. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He he's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving right down the field. And the defense make adjustments.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Sanders. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
A massive shift in field position in one play. From inside their own 10, they're now threatening to score. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Leaning on the run game here. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. But barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Score with a run to the right. Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offense.
What a huge score here by this offense late in the game. This touchdown makes it a 2-possession game with under a minute to go.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. On the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. Second down now.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
at the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? 2nd down. We're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quick.
Touchdown, Florida State. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, they did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now, with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. That strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play.
Timeout, Florida State.
Second and long, but you'd expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Runs through the defender. And the defense steps in here to call time with 12 seconds left on the clock.
He slipped through there, and the defense very fortunate he didn't come up with a first down. Now let's see what happens here on this 4th down play.
The Longhorns will line up to boot it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Here comes a handoff. That last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over. Now, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested.